Good morning, guys. I promised you guys more content, and today is valve cover day, so we're getting an early start. All right, let's do a very early morning cold start on the Subaru, and go. Not bad. Starts right up. Alright, we went ahead and lifted the car. We're here with Danny, Big Money, Mr. Big Money. And we're gonna drain the oil first. Might as well do an oil change, because why not? We already did the little screw that goes there for the oil. I'm doing the actual filter. Dang, this thing is hot. Now the valve covers from this side are very easy to access. Maybe a little bit of a pain because you don't have a lot of space to work with. But a way better to access than over here. Over here it looks like it's gonna be a nightmare. Or some very long patience, because those two back bolts, the lower ones, definitely gonna be a headache. But the car overall underneath, always surprised me how this car doesn't look that bad for its years. I do need to do my CV axles though. Those things are done for. I'll probably have a new rack, it's looking like. I'm gonna have to get there. The boots are torn on each side and it's starting to squeak a lot. I need to do brakes, bleed my brakes, bleed my clutch. We're not gonna do all of this today. This is just like a list since I can look at the car from underneath now. I gotta do my rear CV axles too. The little bushes that go here, because if you look right here, yeah, they're done for. I want to get a thicker sway bar in the rear as well. But yeah, let's continue with these valve covers today.
It's just a freaking cool. There you go. Now, you said that you get enough space to walk it out. Let's see if that's true. Yep, true. Alright, once that one's down, we'll lower it and then we'll secure them from on top.
Okay, so before we keep moving, let's just explain what we're doing real quick. Subarus are awesome to work with, but they're a pain because it's so freaking tight. See over here from the bottom, we have so much space to take off the bottom bolts, but once we get to the top, we got to take off the battery, and I'm trying to take off this windshield coolant so we can access these bolts from the top. And then this side's fairly easy. I think after that, we should be able to just drop it up or take it to the top, and we should be good. I'm trying to move this out of my way, really. I'm not even trying to take it out.
Yeah, just put it to the side. And then you'll get access to those 10s.
Yep, I'm going to take that one to these so that thing, because they're in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This one might even, you'll probably be able to take it out from up here too.
Yeah. Alright. Danny's got fancy tools.
Con huevos.
No tienes batería.
No!
Able to take out the actual valve cover from the top. Engine looks pretty good. I mean, it should be a healthy engine. It's a JDM engine, so it shouldn't have a lot of miles on it. But last time when I had the engine out, I didn't do the valve covers. I had them, but they were the wrong ones because this one's AVCS. In the US one, they don't have these double curves, or at least the gasket that I ordered, it didn't have these double curves. So I had to special order these from a special website. They were like 10 bucks a pop, left and right. But these fit, so let's keep on going with it.
You should put the link to where you got these in your description.
Oh yeah, I'll put it in the link. I'll put the link in the description down below, so if you guys have a JDM AVCS motor, you guys can get them. Now there's these little plastic things. Here you can see them right there. We're not gonna take them out. They look pretty healthy. They don't have any gasket maker on them or anything. And they're just basically the covers for these, essentially. And we took it out from the top. We couldn't get it from the bottom because the cross member was in the way, and the way it like curves here, it didn't allow us to do that. But we're gonna clean it up real quick and then try to drop it on back in. It's pretty healthy. It looks like a healthy engine. Like there's no, it's been doing regular oil changes. It looks well maintained. What do you think?
Pretty good.
All right, so let's clean it up and then let's put this mother back in. He's doing this, and we're using this very fine. Doesn't even say on the back what grit size it is. But we're going around with this fine grit paper right on the sides, right in there as he's doing it right now. I didn't get these, alright? I didn't think I had to get them. Apparently you do. Every time you undo them, they pretty much break the seal. But since they're new and we don't have time to go buy some new ones, we're just gonna put them back on.
Well, we do have time. There's no one that sells them.
Yeah, there's nobody that sells them like a set of 4. Everybody that we looked on advance, here I'll show you guys real quick, as we try to prop them up to see if anybody had them nearby. Everybody just sells the whole set, and this set doesn't fit my car, so I don't want to get it. See something like this, and it's freaking $100. No, thank you. So basically, we're just gonna use gasket maker. That's the next best thing. Just clean it up real good. Use some gasket maker and put it all on the sides essentially, and in there. And then I'm doing the same thing over here, cleaning up all these edges right here, right there. Buy the right things that you're gonna do. But this always happens. Every time you're working on your car, there's always something you could have bought, or you could have done, or you should have done. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, and then you pay the price later. That's why we're here today. I could have done these valve covers when I had the engine out. No. So yeah, gasket makers are next best thing because we're reusing these because I didn't buy any new ones. It should be fine. I mean, these are new. I didn't want to replace the thing, and I had ordered the wrong valve covers. So they're not old by any means, but since we broke that seal, it's always safe to get new ones. But since we can't get them right now, gasket makers are go-to. Look at how new those look. Look how clean that looks, man. Makes me proud to be a Subaru owner sometimes. Now he's just cleaning all the access that was pushed out when he pushed in the valve covers, because you don't want it, because once it's sealed, it's gonna push it out even more. And if you do, it's better to clean it up because then it just looks horrible.
All right, we're ready to go in. If you did your job.
I think I did. I mean, it looks mint to me. It looks clean enough. Alright guys, so they're all snugged in there. I did the ones from the bottom, he did the ones from the top. When you guide it in, make sure that the valve covers don't come off. If they come off a little bit, just push them back in. Make sure that they don't come off a lot. You don't want them to like not seal correctly, pretty much. Yeah. So right now, we put them snugged in, and we're doing a certain pattern on them that you have to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just to make sure you don't over tighten it.
We're not torquing them because
you can't get anything down there.
well,
I mean, you don't need to. It's just like a gasket. So I mean, your pressure.
Well, you know it's tight. It's tight.
When you know it's tight, it's tight. That's the guy. That's Danny's rule book. The more you know.
Type up.
Dun, dun. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can't really see it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just a little cross pattern. It helps you out a lot. Make sure everything, all the gasket sits in firmly as it's going in, basically. So you don't want to tighten it on one side and then it's nice and full in there. You want to tighten it evenly, especially with the gasket maker, so it all sits in there nice and flush.
Yep.
Pretty much after this, we'll be done with this side. Just put all the battery that we had to take off, rearrange this.
Now we gotta focus on the other side.
The other side looks like a pain.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to bump the motor up a bit.
Take off this, what I'm looking at, move all these lines out of our way for the most part, and then if we can bump the motor, hopefully we have enough space to get those bolts out, because if not, we're gonna have to figure something else out. We'll get there. Let's focus on this side. I don't want to think about that yet.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind, just start taking that side off.
Okay, I'll do things. pretty mint. All right, this is gonna be harder. All right, hold on, before we do that. We cheated, we put a little thing right there so that the engine would tilt a little bit. We didn't take off the motor mounts, we just loosened them a little bit. All right, let's do this. I'm just gonna set this out here. The biggest thing that we're hitting, the problem is the gasket's on, so everything's good. But right here in the cams, these lower ones, as you can see right there, there's some gasket maker, and we keep hitting it. And once we hit it, it like gets in our way of actually putting the whole cover back in. Other than that, it's a pain in the ass. Alright, we got this, we got this. Since we were at Danny's shop, you know, people started coming in to work their regular hours, so we didn't really focus on how much detail went into the video. I just did a time lapse for you guys to see. We had a hard time, like I mentioned, putting that valve cover on because we didn't have a lot of space. Finally got it in there and then just started putting everything back. I worked on the hood a little bit because it wasn't latching before, and right now we're on our way to Napa because my belt, this one is like, I want to say an inch and a half too big, so it had a lot of play in it. So we're going to Napa to get a newer one, and then we're going back. Danny said we have to let it sit for a while because if not, I'm just gonna let it. There's no. If I drive it immediately after we just finish doing the work, there's no point because then I'm just gonna blow it up again. So yeah, let's go do this, get this, and then we'll be back. Hopefully after this, she's good. Then I don't have to worry about my check engine light and passing emissions. But for the day, this is a big success. I haven't touched that car in like 2 months. I think like 2 months.
Yeah.
She's been sitting there for a minute. She's gonna be back. Gonna go on a little drive. We're already done with the valve covers, but before that, I want to put this SS steering wheel that I got from my buddy Brooke for 75 bucks. It's a bit beat up, but hey, for 75 bucks, I can't knock it. It's a great deal. I'm gonna put it on there. He's taking out the hub, and it should look nice, real nice in there. And then also got some covers, a shift boot, other things. How do you take out the steering wheel?
Why do you want to take that off?
Because wouldn't we need to take it off so we can tighten the bolt? We gotta take this off.
Oh, that's right. I'm assuming those.
Two, yeah. I'm assuming they're the same size as the other one. That tire gap.
Put that, yeah. Open it as much as you can, and then get it closed. And then the middle one, push it all the way in.
Like that?
That's it.
Erga, pues ¿para qué estábamos sufriendo? Alright, so we're having a hard time. He helped me take out the hub. I used a special hub remover tool, basically, to remove this this plate that goes here. And could have kept it, but don't really need it. I want to go with the STI look. At first, I like that aftermarket look, that grip royal look, but OEM, I think will look nice in this car. Especially if I'm gonna go with an aftermarket, or not an aftermarket, but a later year dash and whole cluster and everything. Should look good. I'm also gonna try to put in a newer boot that I found at the junkyard and a couple other chingalings that I gotta work on. Danny's just right now taking out that centerpiece of the steering wheel. Oh, he's already done with it, and we're gonna put it on. No sensors, no nothing, just put it on. Taking it to cruise control because I don't need that. very much for watching today's video. Don't forget that like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what else, or if you have any questions, because I know I missed out towards the end. I didn't go into much detail, but basically it's the same as the left side on the right side. And then I just worked on getting my belts right, installing that steering wheel, and I didn't get to actually install my new shift knob with the new leather, so I'm gonna work on that. Thank you though. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in hopefully tomorrow's episode, and hopefully it's not as long. Anyways guys, see you tomorrow.